Hello, this is Adam Olander. I'm assistant principal at West Carteret High School in Morehead City. Was going to talk a little bit about our use of the team-initiated problem-solving model. This started with a leadership team meeting. Leadership team is our a governing body in our school. It's comprised of department chairs representing all departments in our school. Administration is represented. Also, staff is represented. We have student representative there, and we have a parent representative as well. So we've got a broad spectrum of people come together for those meetings. There we discuss any business that needs to be addressed, and we also address problems that come up, and those come through departments, members of departments going to their department chair, who is the member of our leadership team, expressing that issue, and then we bring it together to the leadership team to address. So one of the problems that has recently been brought to the leadership team for their consideration was our tardy policy, and it was there was an observation that our student center, which is where students go when they're tardy, that there seemed to be an excessive number of students in that student center. And so then there becomes questions about loss of instructional time by being in the student center instead of being in class. And the perception was that we had a great deal of students, and again, that led to think this was a entire school problem. So that was the hypothesis. There was that we've got a school-wide problem with our tardiness, and we need to look at our tardy policy and we need to change it. And to be honest, in the past, a lot of times when those kind of things are brought up, it could be easy to jump to a conclusion and start making policy changes without really having the data to support making those kind of changes. So from there, we tabled it until we could gather the data that we needed, and then we would come back to it at our next meeting. Through analyzing our data, we did see that we had a significant number of students that do get their first tardy. So we're in, probably at least half our student body. So over 600 students are reaching a first tardy. But as you get to the second tardy, that number diminished by about 3/4, and then after that, the number was going. There was a sharp decline, and I don't have those numbers right in front of me, but we could see that there was a very sharp decline when we hit to 3 tardies, and then after 3 tardies, we were getting down into low double digits, and even in 4 tardies, we're talking maybe 10 students, something like that. So what we were seeing is that our tardy policy is working. There are students that are incurring an initial tardy or 2, but that number is sharply declining as consequences are being administered. So from there, we went back and explained that to our leadership team and decided that, in fact, our tardy policy is in fact working, and that we're talking about a select number of students here that need some individual interventions and some individual counseling as to their individual situation, why they keep incurring so many tardies. So that's where we came to, and so we're in the middle of those solutions at this point of addressing those students, trying to figure out what their issues are, come up with strategies to help their situation.